By now, you have seen the American bread that whenever you fold it, it unfolds itself. When you drench it in water, it goes back to its natural shape. Now imagine what is going to happen if you ingest that bread and it goes into your stomach. Imagine. After imagining, GMO is coming to South Africa and other African countries. I'm not sure about the other African countries, but we still have a chance to sign a petition and be against GMO food because we'll be eating shit. I do not want to eat lab-made meat. I'm sure you also don't want to. Sign the petition and stand up against GMO food. We do not want shit like that. Imagine what is going to happen to us if we eat bread like that. There's studies about American men having less hormones, testosterone, because of the food that they're eating. A majority of the food they consume is filled up with GMOs, and it's going to have the same effect to us Africans. Stand up against GMO food. Sign the petition.
Now, this is the question that people have been asking, that how can they identify GMO food and the original food? This video I'll be showing you to you, but I'll be using someone else's video to show you.
Pieces of ginger is organic. The other, genetically modified. Can you tell the difference? What about with these limes? All these avocados? Can you tell the difference? Most people can't, but today you will. Over 70% of foods in the UK and in the US contain GMOs. So why can't we just look at a fruit and know what it is? These days, finding organic, non-GMO, seeded produce is like an Olympic sport. Juicy, ripe, sweet, and seeded. It almost seems a lot easier to find a needle in a haystack. Why is nearly every fruit seedless, rubbery, and tasteless? Like, literally why? I would go food shopping thinking I've done my big one, only to find that womp womp, the fruit is fake and it has no seeds. Like, what is actually going on with the fake produce of today? It's literally getting more and more shocking. But don't worry, you don't have to find out the hard way like me. I'm going to teach you so you don't get finessed. The term GMO literally refers to genetically modified organisms. In this case, fruits. It can be really hard to spot when foods have been genetically modified because they look so close to the real thing. Take watermelons, for example. Have you ever found that whenever you go for the least perfect looking one, you know, the ones that aren't perfectly round, the ones that aren't as shiny, the ones that are more dull, the ones that have more webbing, the ones with the biggest yellow spot, these are always the sweetest and juiciest ones. But when you go for the ones that are sold to us at our popular local supermarkets, the ones that are perfectly round and shiny, those are the ones that are most bland and have the worst taste. And do you know why? Because they most likely have been genetically modified. But anyway, let's take it back to the genesis of it all, literally. In Genesis 1:29, it says, "Then God said, look, I have given you every seed-bearing plant throughout the earth and every fruit tree for your food." Emphasis on the seed-bearing part of that scripture, okay? If the fruit doesn't have seeds in it, I do not want it. As for watermelons, black seeds to be precise. If I cut open a fruit and I don't see some seeds falling out, there's a problem. If I bite into a fruit and I'm not spitting out seeds every few seconds, there is a problem. Seeded fruits are nature's original plan for our bodies to thrive. I believe so anyway. For me, the seeds indicate to me that it was made by nature, and the seedless indicates to me that it was made by man. Probably in a lab. I want the former. So to reiterate, when it comes to watermelons, make sure you're eating the black seeded watermelons. The seedless or the white seeded watermelons are a no-go. Next up, ginger. I bet you did not see this one coming. Yes, there are genetically modified ginger, and you've probably been unknowingly consuming them for years. I was. GMO ginger is often dull in color, has less branches, and is oftentimes bigger than nature's ginger. Side by side, you might not be able to see a huge difference, but stay with me. Nature's ginger always tends to be smaller in size, a lot richer in color, and even more rich in taste. Remember when I said the less perfect produce tend to lean on the more nature side? Yeah, nature's ginger comes in different shapes, different sizes, often small, and with lots of different awkward but useful branches, compared to GMO's ginger, which is a little more perfect, huge compared to its counterpart, and with little to no branches. Always go for the tiny and rich ginger on the left-hand side. Trust me, nature always knows best, and your body will thank you later. Moving on to avocados. This time, the less perfect, surprisingly, isn't nature. If you're Jamaican, you're probably familiar with the smoother looking, greener avocados, and you probably refer to them as pears back home. These avocados are the real deal. They taste better, they are bigger in size, smoother in texture, inside and out, and they...
Shocking breaking news just coming in. Bill Gates will be supplying GMO food across the world, and 11 nations comes from Africa out of 70 that has accepted. So, to those who doesn't understand, the GMO food is the fake seed that Bill Gates introduced back then, and this food is there to actually reduce the population of the world globally. So these are the African nations that have actually accepted the GMO food, and the 11th country will literally shock you. So stay around. Number 1, we have Ethiopia. Number 2, we have South Africa. Number 3, Nigeria. 4, Ghana. 5, Kenya. 6, Sudan. 7, Malawi. 8, Egypt. 9, Zambia. 10, Eswatini. 11 is one and only Burkina Faso. I know most of you will be furious on this, but this is there. It is what is written. And let me tell you, what is the meaning of GMO food in African nations? And I know most of our African leaders will no longer tell their citizens what is it. So whoever will come across this page, just say no to GMO food when it comes closer to you.
I bought this cucumber 2 days ago when I was coming back from the gym. So I ate half of the cucumber. So this is the remaining cucumber. 2 days after. Look at look at it. If you touch the face now, it's not, I don't know. Are you seeing it very well now? Look at the face. As I'm touching it now, it's not, it has dried as anything. This is the only part that has little water. All this place is very, very dry, very super dry. It's not spoiled, it's not everything. I grew up selling fruits. My mom sells fruits, and we sold cucumber for a long time. Now it's like rubber. See the way I'm pressing it. See cucumber 2 days ago. Insulin resistance, hormonal imbalance, everything.
They take gene from an animal and put in a plant, and this goes against nature. So no matter what anybody says that these things doesn't have any effect on the human body, yes, people that are sick, you will not necessarily trace their sickness, their kidney problems, their cancer, their arthritis, their chronic diseases to the fact that they are eating genetically modified foods. But the truth is that you are what you eat. And if we have a very high incidence of these diseases now in Nigeria, some of like even in situations where they shouldn't occur, you have children about 11-year-olds, 14-year-olds having high blood pressure.
They say when I see happen, help, Jesus. The one like this happen did.
95% of all soybean production in South Africa is genetically modified, and so too is 90% of all maize crop. In fact, South Africa ranks among the top 10 countries in the world adopting genetically modified crops. You see, Africa faces a food crisis with approximately 900 million people facing food insecurity. The truth is, without GMO, this number could easily be above 1 billion people. Genetically modified plants are both drought and insect resistant, meaning they use less pesticide and are able to boost yield by almost 30%. GMO plants are not without their downside though, but the fact is that Africa needs GMO. So let me know, are you for or against GMO?
Wow, guys, what do you think about the GMO food? Please kindly drop your thoughts at the comment section, and don't forget to share this video. Share this video. This video may be helping someone out there. This video may be saving someone out there. Make sure you share this video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't.